This meeting is being recorded.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brian Arango, and I will present to you the weekly sales performance by kilograms and how our sales behaved during the month after the recent minimum wage changes. As we can see in the dashboard, for this month we generated a total revenue of 10 million pesos, which represents a 12% increase compared to the last month. This tells us that overall sales performance was positive. But now, focusing on the weekly performance by kilograms sold, we started the period around at 85 kilos last month, like finishing the last month. Then it slightly decreased in the first week of this month, going to around 80 kilograms sold. But in the second week, we experienced a significant increase, reaching our highest point of the month at 100 kilograms sold. But this peak represents our highest weekly performance, generating 2,055,000 pesos. After that, we after week two, we noticed a downward trend. In week three, sales dropped to approximately 75 kilograms, and in week four, they continued decreasing to around 70 kilos. And finally, at the beginning of the following month, sales reached the lowest point at 60 kilograms sold, generating only 1,065,100,000 pesos, which represents a 50% decrease, as you can see. So, in conclusion, sales uh, showed strong growth in the middle of the month, but there was a gradual decline afterwards. This suggests that while customers initially reacted positively, demand stabilized and slightly decreased toward the end of the period. Thank you. And now my partner will explain how expenses reacted to these changes.
Now I will present the expense reaction to the salary change and how operational costs will affect during this period. This month, the company reported total expenses 10,500,000, which represents an 8% growth compared to last month. This increase is directly related to the recent movements what adjustments. Looking at the bar chart, we can notice three scenarios over a 2 week period. Freeze. The overt expenses for 2 weeks were approximated 1,600,000. Second, in the scenarios where expenses increased, costs rose to 1,738,800. Over 2 weeks, this reflects labor costs after the salary adjustments. Finally, in the discretion scenario, expenses dropped to 1,481,200. This shows the company reflects some pressures thanks to the salary decides. Also, is the necessary cost control is a threat in the consumed auto expenses increments to the what change to group in the limits how balanced the important. However, if salary continue defined with expenses, remain its profitability close after in the long term. Thank you for your help and good day.